Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. Today we're going to show you how to make the Espresso Martini, the Pumpkin-Spice Espresso Martini. I've been holding out on doing anything with pumpkin spice. I make fun of everybody for doing it, but here we go. It is officially fall, so it seems appropriate to do it. However, I'm super lazy, and I'm sure you are too, and you're like, so I'm going to make a drink. I'm going to use some pumpkin pie spice. And that's all we're going to need. You can make a simple syrup. You can go to ChatGPT, ask how to make a pumpkin spice simple syrup. They can give you like whole cloves and cinnamon sticks and ginger and all these and allspice. And ironically, I think I got most of those things. There's some cloves. Way too many cloves. I got nutmegs. I got some whole allspice. The problem is you gotta like steep it, you gotta cook it, you gotta do all that stuff. I don't want to do that right now, right? So I want this to be fast, easy, simple. It's a 2-ounce vodka drink. So you're gonna just basically do 2 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of hot coffee, hot espresso rather. And I've already measured that out, ready to go. 1/2 ounce of coffee liqueur. I've got Patron XO for that. 1/2 ounce of maple syrup on that in the refrigerator. Should be good. It's real maple syrup. It's grade A dark, but whatever. Typically, B tends to work better in cocktails, but who's got time for B or knows where to buy it and how they get graded? If you're at a place that grades maple syrup, you're doing better than me. 1/8 of a teaspoon of our pumpkin spice. That's pretty much it. So, I'm having a rough time right now. So I'm going to measure out my 1/8 of a teaspoon. Kind of feels like some sort of drug thing here, but so here's my 1/8. I'm going to put it into the hot coffee. Also, you can double strain it to kind of work out some of the coarser materials that kind of come through here. Basically, just to kind of integrate it into the heat typically integrates it better. If you're doing a simple syrup, you're usually heating the simple syrup. You're putting all the spices and infusing them in there. I forgot my bar lights. Got my bar lights on now. We're gonna shake this thing. It is a cold drink. We're gonna put it in a coupe glass. This drink, I haven't made a pumpkin spice version of it. I've done a standard espresso martini. You can do them all different types of ways. Typically, if we're at like dance house or whatever at night, everybody's like, oh wait, I need something to pick me up. This usually comes out like at 1 a.m. Whether that's wise or not, I don't necessarily know, but whatever. It's simple to build as long as you have some vodka, which most people have on hand. So let me start with the maple syrup first. God, I'm clutch today. Also, I'm going to do this at the beginning rather than at the end of the video. You could go check out the Squeak Easy. I'll put a link below. That's our new AI generated cocktail show that we're doing. Me and my wife do just for fun. It involves a trash panda, a guinea pig, and then some guest stars will come on occasionally. The 3rd episode will have a hairless guinea pig as one of the characters that will help us build the Boston Sour. The 1st episode was margarita. 2nd episode, which comes out on Saturday, actually around the exact same time as this video, maybe a half hour later, will be the Mai Tai. And then the 3rd video is going to be the Boston Sour. 1 ounce of the espresso. Oh, this is a 1/2 ounce measure, so that's half. We'll use this to, look at that. Kind of help rinse it out a little bit, get the maple syrup off the edges. 1/2 ounce coffee liqueur. And the entire kind of the goal of the AI videos are just to kind of give you a little bit more information, some tasting notes, give you some ideas of cocktails to try. They're short, like 2-3 minute long. And for me, it's just a fun addition to see where it goes. We've got like 5 subscribers, so don't forget to go over there and subscribe after you subscribe here, I guess. So we've got the coffee liqueur, we've got the pumpkin spice, we've got the coffee, we've got the maple syrup. We're gonna do the 2 ounces of vodka on top. Typically, the reason you pour this last is it's the more expensive of the ingredients, so you usually do it last. That way, if you screw anything up, you don't have to burn all the ingredients down. Throw them away, start over. That's no fun. There we go. We're going to shake this fairly aggressively. We want the coffee to kind of cool off. We want the integration of those pumpkin spice, the pumpkin pie spice, into the drink. That should do. Wow, my ear's ringing. Whoa, that's cold. Pop that off. We'll do our double strain. This is optional if you don't have a secondary conical strainer and you don't feel like going to awesomedrinks.com, my store, and picking one up. Then you can strain it through your fingers. No, just kidding. Just strain it normally. And the beauty of a coffee martini is that coffee gives it like that, looks like that fresh brewed look to it. Kind of like when you go to a Starbucks, only this is good. It's got that nice brown look. Now, since we shook it early, or we shook it aggressively, it's going to be lighter in color because all that extra bubbles that are kind of still settling. And it'll get darker and darker as you go. But realistically, here's a good rule. If it gets too dark, you didn't drink it fast enough. Oh, you could put 3 beans on here too if you want to, like, if you're making this for friends, whatever. Has a nice coffee smell to it. That's about an 8-ounce glass. I think we poured the whole thing. So once you add the dilution, the coffee, it's about a 4-ounce drink, almost double once you've actually got the ice in there. You get the hot coffee, so it's going to dilute it a little extra, which is going to be good. Help kind of curve off the espresso a little bit. The other thing is if you use something like this, like the XO Cafe versus, say, I don't know, a Capali, which is kind of got like, this actually would have been pretty good. This has like a maple syrup like flavor to it. I always say Capali tastes like you could put it in your pancakes. But overall, my wife's home. Easy to drink. It's got some nice roasty beanness to it, but yet still a little bit more syrup forward. It's a little bit sweeter, sweet coffee, which is probably pretty good considering you're balancing it against the vodka. There's a little bit of bitterness in the end, but not as much as you get. Nothing like what you get out of a pure espresso drink. Maple syrup is definitely a nice add to this. Pumpkin spice wise, you do get a little hint of it. I'll see what my wife thinks. Want to try?
Coffee.
What's it taste like?
Coffee.
Just coffee?
No. A spice too.
There's a spice in there. You're a white chick. Come on.
Pumpkin spice.
Yep. She did pick up notes of spice, and that was, but she couldn't figure out which exact one it was. However, had you ordered a pumpkin spice espresso martini, you're going to know exactly what that spice was that you were getting kind of in the back of the palate. When I told her she was a white chick, she was like, oh, pumpkin spice. Like, she knew that it had that kind of that flavor to it. So it is nuanced. You'll get it if you kind of know, but there is something that's not just an espresso martini happening here. It's not as sweet, or at least in her opinion, it wasn't that sweet. She said she didn't even taste maple syrup. So it integrates really nicely, bringing in just that, like the espresso beaniness, the pumpkin flavor, or the overall spice. Easy to drink. You finish this in a few seconds. As you can see, it's already getting too dark. I should have finished it by now and I haven't. So there you go. That's it, my friends. Hopefully we'll be doing a group episode, a group show soon once I kind of get my shit together, to be honest with you, and schedule something so that people show up next weekend, probably a couple hours after this video goes live. Me, Dan, and our family will be in Boston. We're going to go drinking someplace. I don't know where, probably some speakeasy someplace. So that's it, my friends. Don't forget the Squeak Easy link below. Also drinks, bartender starter kit link below. All the links you need are right there. We are, I guess we're done. We're teaching you how to drink. Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Shore. Today we're going to show you how to make the pumpkin spice espresso martini. Oh, Jesus.